Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Plummy or Paige, whichever you prefer to call me, and in this video I'm gonna be continuing my reactions to CRAVITY's debut mini album Hideout Remember Who We Are Season 1, and in this video specifically I'm gonna be checking out the songs Stay, Cloud9 and Star. So without further ado, let's just jump into it, starting off with Stay in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I think we're definitely at a point in the mini album where we're seeing a change in the sound. Because the first two songs were very similar to the title track in style, at least. Not necessarily in sound, but also in sound somewhat. This one already is definitely more melodic, and I feel like I notice the vocals more. Like I'm focusing a bit more on the song. Like it has my attention more is what I'm trying to go at. Yeah, it definitely feels a bit more coherent because there's more melody going into it, but that wasn't a big problem for the other songs. I actually feel like this one is a bit more polished because the vocals are actually interesting and good. The rapping also was quite catchy and both fit together, like it doesn't feel like it was just forced to be into the song. But again, it's nothing really that crazy. Like, pretty much, I feel like my opinion about this group so far is that it's not bad, but I'm not really impressed, for lack of a better word. I don't hate them, I don't love them, I kind of like them. They just haven't really done anything that really stands out as really good to me. That's not to say that they're bad or anything. I still like them and I'm looking forward to seeing them develop as artists. But so far, I mean, to be fair, I wasn't even expecting the group, so to say that it's lackluster when I have not really had any expectations prior would be wrong. But for like Monster X's little brother group, I don't know, it is a tad bit underwhelming. Okay, so out of the 4 songs so far that I've checked out, this is by far the most melodic one and the one most focused on the vocals. And for a song that focuses on that, yeah, I think I quite like it. It's a good song. Not the thing that I would listen to in my free time, but I like it. I like it. Even the rapping also managed to be quite good. Nothing too spectacular. That's pretty much the whole thing, my whole feeling about the group. But I liked it, and I think the one little thing that I'm a bit disappointed by is that the instrumental wasn't as interesting as in the last 3. So they switched interesting instrumental for interesting vocals and rapping, so yeah, it's fine. it's about the same song. Yeah, pretty much I'm not too impressed so far, but still I'm gonna give this one personally an 8.2 out of 10. Actually no, I'm gonna give it an 8.1 out of 10. Objectively, I'm gonna give it an 8.4 out of 10 because I feel like it's pretty much up there. If you're more focused on or interested in the vocals, I think you're gonna like this song, like especially if you're a fan of this group. But it's just nothing really too spectacular or innovative or anything like that. Like it's nothing new really. So yeah, let's move on to the next song of this video, that being Cloud9, and I think this is the song that I'm most curious about how it's gonna sound, because there's one movie called Cloud9 which it's a Disney Channel movie which I watched. I think it was maybe 4 or 5 years ago, probably more. I don't remember which year it was released actually. And it had a really cool song called Cloud9, so I'm curious how this is gonna compare to that. I know it probably doesn't really matter to you, but still, I just wanted to mention that. So let's get into it in 3, 2, 1.
What's up? We're on the Cloud9, baby. Something different. Hey, 뭔가 다른 이 느낌. 푸른 바다처럼 깊어.
Sure sounds a bit different from the last 4. Okay, yeah, definitely not as good as that Cloud9 song that I remember. I think this might be my least favorite so far. Okay, what they're doing here is actually kind of cool. It sounds cool. I feel like this one is a bit bland. There's definitely some elements and parts which I feel like it has a lot of potential. Like, I'm gonna point it out when it comes, but there's one part in which the voices, in the way they sing it, or kind of a subtle music that you can hear, it's really cool, but they don't really do much with it. I think it's right after the chorus. I don't know if it's gonna show up again. Hopefully it will. I think that was it. No, I'm not sure actually. It was about right after the first chorus, but I think around the beginning of the second verse. Because I don't think it's really showing up in this part of the song. Sorry about that. As I said, I'm really tired. But I have to record this. Because otherwise I won't be posting videos for like 2 days if I don't record this now. I think it was this part in which Sengmin sings. The thing that he does with his voice actually sounds really cool. Like, there are some moments in the song that are kind of interesting and could have really made the song much more interesting than it is, but oh no, it does sound a bit bland, especially compared to the other ones, which were not really masterpieces in my opinion, but this one especially feels uninteresting in a certain sense. but also in a certain sense, I feel like it's one of the better ones. Like, it feels also a bit more polished and completed as a song. So in that regard, it does stand out above. Like, it feels like it's better than the other songs. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. Because of that, I'm not sure where I'm gonna how I'm gonna rate this one. I think because it's bland, I'm definitely gonna take a point down, but I think it's gonna. So I guess personally, I'm gonna give it a rating of 8.4 because it's good, but it's also bland. Like, it sounds good. It sounds like it was. It sounds like a good B-side, so a bit filler maybe, but in a certain sense, it also comes off as better than the other ones. So yeah. Objectively, I'm gonna put it at an 8.6 out of 10 because I think it's an enjoyable song. Like, there's not much wrong with it. It just comes off as just bland compared to the other ones. The other ones, I feel like, were worse, but at least they had something going for them. Like, in the sense of the first two, it was the instrumental. For the third one, it was the vocals and the rapping. For the fourth one was also the vocals. But it was also more of a singing focused song. So yeah, I guess so far all the songs kind of stand out, so that's good. They do not sound interchangeable, so that's easier for me to compare them to each other. But yeah, let's check out the last song of this video, that being Stars. So without further ado, let's just jump into it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, this one is a bit, I guess it's gonna be like Stay. Definitely more vocal focused, which is fine. Okay, this one, it seems like it actually has some interesting and somewhat unique vocal verses. Okay, I think this one might be the best one. This one feels the most inspired so far. And again, all these opinions, again, I'm saying I'm tired, so take my opinions with a grain of salt. I probably shouldn't record videos when I'm tired, but yeah, I think this one so far has the most going for it in terms of different singing techniques, or the way they sing. I don't know how to phrase it exactly. Singing patterns. Like, there's the most variety so far, and even in the rapping too. And the chorus, I feel like so far this is the first one that really grabs your attention, and it also tries to do something unique to stand out, or at least sounds like it stands out. Okay, I'm not recording more videos after this. Okay, so pretty much as I said, I think this is the best one by far. The most going for it. I feel like it's the one that was the most thought out, and uh, it was just the best done. Like, that's pretty much it. Anything I try to say otherwise is just gonna be repeating it with different words. I like the singing in it. The chorus is actually interesting and stands out. I'm surprised, honestly, that I like this one because it's more of the vocal kind of song, not really the hard-hitting rap, hip-hop song like the first like two songs were. But I still like Top of the Chain. It's a good song, but I feel like this one just sounds the best and the most sophisticated, and it feels like it was done with a purpose, with a goal. It wasn't just done for the sake of having more songs in the mini album. And yeah, I feel like this one is the only one which actually deserves a 9 out of 10, personally at least. Although if I have to be completely honest, it's more close to an 8.6 rather than a 9, but in terms of CRAVITY's music so far, I do think it deserves a 9 out of 10, at least B-side wise. So yeah, it's gonna be between an 8.6 and a 9, so pick whichever you prefer. That's how I feel pretty much. Objectively, I guess, I mean, I already give it like a between an 8.6 and a 9, so you know what, I'm gonna give it a personal score of an 8.6 out of 10, and objectively I'd say it's a 9 out of 10, because objectively people tend to be more lenient, I feel like. Well, on certain songs at least. There are songs which objectively people seem to hate more, and by objectively usually mean like people in general how would feel about a song. I know that's not what the word objectively means, but ignore that. So yeah, this was the more pleasant, slow kind of song, and it's weird for me that I liked it the most. But ultimately, I feel like about this album, I am disappointed. I mean, it's not like I expected like Stray Kids or 80s level of quality B-sides, but I just expected a bit better. I mean, it's not like Two's B-sides were much better than this. So yeah, in certain sense, it is pretty much in line with the title tracks, because the title tracks were doing this concept which I really love, but also didn't really innovate, for lack of a better word, in it. So yeah, I'm curious where both this group and Two are gonna go forward with their music, but yeah, I'm not too impressed with either of them, if I gotta be honest. It's not bad, but it's not really impressive like 80s or Stray Kids. So yeah, if you guys have any K-pop songs you want me to react to, make sure to comment them down below, and I'm gonna add them to my list, though I don't promise when I'm gonna get to a specific request, because I do have a lot of songs people are requesting me to check out. And additionally, I check out songs I want to, I check out comebacks and sometimes debuts. And also additionally, when I get requested a new group and I tend to like a few songs, or maybe just get requested to check out certain groups music video releases, I tend to go for that too. So it piles up faster than you would think. So it probably take a while for me to get your specific request, but I'll probably do it eventually. I just don't want to promise anything. So yeah, comment it down below. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the list in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories. Because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you do end up enjoying my stories, or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar where you can pledge support and help keep the channel going, help support as I keep writing the stories you enjoy. And additionally, I just want to mention that all the support you give me, the monetary support you give me through Patreon, Subscribestar, or any other way you would be able to, we could easily figure something out if you can donate to those two. Would go towards my transition, because if you're new to the channel, you just haven't realized it already. I'm actually transgender, but haven't really been able to transition because I still live with my parents, and starting to transition would mean coming out, and coming out means kicking me out likely. And I wouldn't really be able to deal with that, so for now I'm hidden. But if you decide to help me out, I would be able to maybe, most likely move out, or at least just in general start my transition. So if you can do it, please do help out. Any amount would be really helpful. But still, if you don't want to do it because I don't want to guilt-trip you into helping me out, that's completely fine. You can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!